Welcome to Rajendra Tandon videos. We continue with Bhramar Geet, verses written by the poet Surdas, who was one of the most prominent poets of Bhakti movement. Other poets in this movement were Mirabai, Tulsidas, and Kabir. Surdas has written thousands and thousands of verses in praise of Krishna, but a certain part of those verses relate to the anguish of the gopis of Braj after Krishna had left for Mathura forever. The genesis of Bhramar Geet poems can be traced to Srimad Bhagavad Puran. According to the narration in the Puran, the inhabitants of Braj could not reconcile with the loss of Krishna to Mathura. The depth of their sorrow knew no bounds. Krishna sent Uddhav, a childhood friend of his, to Braj to explain the divinity of Krishna to his parents, Nand and Yashoda. He told them that Krishna was formless, unborn, without a beginning and an end, and omnipresent. He advised them to look for this Krishna rather than the child they had brought up. At this stage, the gopis who had assembled by this time took Uddhav aside and probed him to learn as much as they could about their beloved Krishna. They repeatedly chanted Krishna's name. Meanwhile, a black bee droned into this assembly. The gopis taunted Uddhav through the medium of the bee. The verses are therefore named Bhramar Geet. Uddhav is conversant with yoga and Brahmagyan and is not even distantly conversant with Amar, with Prem, with Bhakti. When the gopis, emotionally disturbed, inquire him about Krishna, Uddhav talks of the formless Brahma and yoga. This irritates the gopis, who angrily compare him with a black bee. Most of the poems are addressed to the bee, while actually the conversation is taking place between the gopis and Uddhav. In the verse that we are taking up today, सूरदास writes, अखियां हरि दर्शन की भूखी, कैसे रहे रूप रस राची, ये बतियां सुन रूखी. Our eyes are aching to look at Krishna again. Hari darshan ki bhukhi. They are hungry for his looks, for his darshan. How can they be full of the rasa of his roop, of his visage, of his looks, when we listen to this dry talk of yours, Uddhav? अवधि गणत इक टक मग जोवत, तब एती नहीं झूठी. For a long time we have waited for Krishna to return. So long our eyes were not aching so much, as there was hope. But now that hope is lost, so our pain has increased. अब इन जोग संदेशन उधो, अति अकुलानी दुखी. Now that you are giving us this message of yoga, to worship Nirgun Brahma, our pain has increased immensely. बारक में मुख फेर दिखायो, दुही पय पिबत पतुखी. Once again we want to look at him, to the young boy who used to sip milk from a cone made of leaves. सूर सिकत हट नाव चलायो, ये सरिता है सूखी. Uddhav, you are trying to float a boat in a river where there is no water. You are trying to sow the seed of Nirgun Brahma in our hearts where there is no space for the seed to grow. So you are not going to be successful, Uddhav. Surdas has found new images in every verse. In this particular verse, he is talking of the hunger of the eyes of the gopis who are waiting for Krishna to come back. But now they are disappointed. Their pain has increased. He might not come again. Rather, he has sent a message which hurts them. They tell Uddhav, जिन आंखों ने निरंतर श्री कृष्ण के सौंदर्य का पान किया, जो कृष्ण की रूप माधुरी में सदैव डूबी रही, वे अब इसके अभाव में आपकी योग शास्त्र विषयक नीरस बातों को सुनकर कैसे जीवित रह सकते हैं. जब ये आंखें अपलक श्री कृष्ण के आगमन की अवधि की गणना करती हुई उनका मार्ग देख रही थी, तब इतनी दुखी नहीं थी. आशा बंधी हुई थी कि कृष्ण आएंगे, आज नहीं तो कल. पर आज आपके संदेशे को सुनकर उद्धव, हमारी आशा निराशा में बदल गई. हम एक बार फिर से श्री कृष्ण को वही देखना चाहते हैं जैसे वो वन के पत्तों के पात्र में गायों का दूध धोकर पीते थे. उद्धव, तुम कोशिश कर रहे हो नाव चलाने की, जबकि नदियां में बालू के सिवाय, रेत के सिवा कुछ नहीं है. सूर सिकत हठ नाव चलायो, ये सरिता है सूखी. The bed of the river is dry, your boat will not run. Lovely images. In Brahmar Geet, Surdas combined bhakti and shringar to describe union and separation with an intensity seldom achieved elsewhere. Human beings can get mukti, that is salvation, with Krishna's blessings. Sincere bhakti is superior to jnana, yoga, karma, bhed and jati bhed. Brahmar Geet is a fabulous combination of virha, the grief of separation, jnana, knowledge, absolute knowledge, dry knowledge, and bhakti, that is devotion. It is a composition in the face of which jnana takes a back seat. Here the entire logic of yoga accepts defeat. All that remains is absolute devotion, bhakti and bhakti alone. Bhramar Geet, to sum up, is not only one of the most sublime writings on Virha and Shringar, but is also a unique discussion on Sagun and Nirgun. In the conversation between the gopis and the Uddhav, we find a witty repartee and penetrating satire, which are the hallmark of all the poems in Bhramar Geet. Surdas's verses not only reach a pinnacle of emotional content, but are also rated high for a poet's craft. His language is simple, expression spontaneous, and words full of learning. He is rich in imaginative similes and metaphors. I stop here and I'll bring you another video tomorrow. Thank you for visiting this site. Thank you for listening to me.